was a Good Friday, and tomorrow is Easter Sunday. So maybe it's a good occasion to say a few words about Easter. Easter. Yeah. Yeah, Easter. Okay. So we'll say a few words about the history of Easter and what Christians believe in. And then we say also a few words in Islamic belief. What do we believe about Easter? So Christian belief. So Easter, tomorrow will be end of 40 days period of what is called Lent. Yeah? It is 40 days period of fasting, praying, and repentance. And يصومون بها ويتوبون بها. For Christians. 40 days. When does it start? It starts on Ash Wednesday. Many of us have seen some Irish guys, they come with a black spot on their forehead. That's on Ash Wednesday. They get this, and that's when Lent starts. So originally, they used to fast on those days. Yeah. Very little food and drink, and it has to be very simple. In Russia, for instance, in Azerbaijan, Christians do fast. They eat very, very little food, no meat, no animal produce, no butter, no chicken, no eggs. Here, it's not so, but they used to fast before. That's why pancake, they eat pancake with the butter and all, because that's about it. Tuesday pancake and you finish. And since Wednesday you start fasting. So they used to, years ago they used to fast. You survive on little bread and water and things like this, and pray and repent. So that's the period of Lent, coming to the Easter. As we said, no meat or no animal is permitted at all. The last week of this Lent, this week that we are in, is called the Holy Week. So this is a Holy Week we are in. Why it's Holy Week, we'll explain in a minute. Yesterday, the day that was yesterday is called in English, I don't think it's a great translation, but in English it's called Good Friday. But there's another translation, they call it Great Friday or Holy Friday. I think it would be a bit more correct to go. You have a question?
No, just one second. بالعربي هو في المسيحيين في الشرق يسمونه الجمعة الحزين.
جمعة الحزين.
يسمونه الجمعة الحزين وهنا يسمونه Good Friday.
Good Friday. شوية, I think that it's a lost in translation. If you look into Orthodox Greek tradition and look into Russian tradition, they call it Holy Friday. If you look into Spain, they call it Santa in Latin. So it's a holy again. In Arabic, Hazin, which is the Sad Friday or Friday or Huzn. So, but anyway, so what is significant of this Friday? Yesterday, that Isa alayhi salam, according to Christian belief, Jesus had been crucified on this Friday, on that Friday. So that was around the Jewish tradition of Passover, and that's why Pascha always coincides with the Passover of Jewish. And he was coming for Passover to celebrate the Passover, and they captured him and they executed him. According to Christian belief, we are saying that. So according to Christian belief, Jesus was crucified on Friday. Then, Friday morning, they crucified him. As the Maghrib, as the sun went down, it became Saturday. Because Saturday becomes after Salat Maghrib. Yeah? As Saturday started, Saturday was a holy day. It's a Sabbath. It's a forbidden day. So you can't do anything on Saturday. So they had to take him off the cross. So they took him off of the cross. But, according to Christian belief again, by that time he was already dead. There's some theory suggesting that he wasn't dead. But let us say what main Christianity believes that he was dead by that time. Saturday passes today. Tomorrow, Easter Sunday. They call it also Easter Day or Easter Sunday or Resurrection Day. According to historical evidence, it's somewhere between 26 and 36 AD. But 33, commonly accepted by theologians in Christianity, it's 33 AD. So Jesus must have been at that stage 33 years old. On Sunday, resurrection. So he came to life. He became alive again. So that's why it's called the Easter Sunday. Why it's called holy? Because the Christians believe that by getting his son crucified, all the sins of humanity have been forgiven. So he got himself crucified for forgiveness of the humanity. So that's why it's a holy day, yeah? And by resending him again, God again showed he's a big sign. So that's why Easter Sunday has such a significance. It's the second most significant celebration after Christmas in the Christian tradition. How the day of Easter is calculated? It's actually interesting because it's a mixture of solar and lunar calendar. So they take a day of Northern Hemisphere spring equinox, or day of Nowruz, Iranian Nowruz, 21st of March. And after that, first full moon, you come to first full moon, that could be 22nd of March, first full moon. And it can go for one whole month, almost after that. It can go for a whole 28 days after that. So it can be 20th of April, first full moon, yeah? And after that, they take the first Sunday that comes after first full moon, after the equinox, yeah? So, first Sunday could be 21st March, it could be, full moon can be 22nd March, Easter could be 23rd of March, or it can go as far as 27th of April. Yeah? So, it's quite latish this year, falling quite latish. So because of that, there could be on some years there could be some disagreement between Orthodox tradition and Catholic tradition. They might end up celebrating Easter on different days. We have seen that. Last year, Orthodox were celebrating on different day, and Catholics were celebrating on day. This year, everybody celebrates on the same day. Easter is followed by 50 days. After Easter, after tomorrow, there's a 50-day period is coming. 50 days. This is called Easter tide or Easter season. And this will end up with Pentecost Sunday. To be honest with you, I never knew about this one. I only read about this one today when we were preparing this one. So this is something interesting to know. This is what Christians believe about Easter. What do we believe as Muslims? As Muslims, we don't have any disagreement. So all schools of Islam believe in the same thing about Isa. We believe that he was not killed or crucified on that date. We are certain actually that he wasn't killed or certified or crucified because we have an ayah in the Quran saying وَلَا قَتَلُوهُ وَلَا سَلَبُوهُ إِلَّا شُبْهَةً. Okay? So we know that certainly ayah said they did not kill him, they did not crucify him, but Allah withdrew him up to himself. Yeah? So we know that. That's we know from Quran. But ayah goes on saying there should be hadla. So we know that there was a confusion. We know the confusion, but we don't know what was the confusion exactly. So if we look into tafsirs are giving interesting stories here. Tafsirs are saying that Jude, who betrayed Jesus, and one of the apostles, one of the 12 apostles, Jude, who betrayed the Christian, he brought the people there, and he was going to appoint to Jude. And when they came with the Roman soldiers, where is Jesus? He said, well, he's in this tent, you know. Go and call him. It was told. So Jude walks in, trying to call Jesus out, so they would capture him. When he walks in, Allah withdraws him. That's according to tafsir. Allah takes him out. Jude walks in, there's nobody inside. He walks out. When he walks out, Allah changes appearance, so he looks like Jesus. The minute he steps out, the guys, Romans outside, they see, oh, he is coming. So they grab the guy, they take him to the court, and they execute him. But it's a Jew. That's according to tafsirs that we have. We Muslims believe tafsirs. So they execute him. After execution, after a while, they look and say, look, listen, that's the face is the same, but body is different. So after a while, afternoon, some kind of thing, they take him off the cross. So here's the way that we believe it should be hatlahu. Of course, this is tafsir. They could be different interpretation. They might be, but Quran is certain about that in a sense that saying that he hasn't been killed or crucified, but he has been ascended. So Allah took him up. So that's basically it about Easter. Questions?